Okay, now that we understand the definition of absolute temperature tells us that in principle there can be certain systems for which del S by del E can be negative, and such system can be associated under that condition as having negative absolute temperature. Now, what kind of systems can show possibly that? And that is some isolated systems which have bounded energy spectrum, finite number of energy states in which that system can be. So now the question is it really possible for a system to be associated with negative absolute temperature, T being negative? Yes, it can be possible indirectly to create systems at negative temperature thermodynamic states. And a classical example of that is an isolated collection of magnetic moments, which we'll refer as spin, magnetic spin, of atomic nuclei, atomic clusters having bounded energy spectrum. If you have magnetic spins collection, those spins can have, for example, two steps. With respect to some magnetic field, it can be either parallel or anti-parallel. So there are two possible states for each spin. So that kind of situation can be envisaged. We will come to that specific example little later. So what happens in such situations? That these nuclear spin clusters may interact very weakly with the lattice. That means these nuclear spin moments, their energy exchange becomes, suppose, much faster among spin-spin coupling is much faster compared to spin lattice coupling. So with interaction with the lattice of spins with their lattice is much weak, and under that condition the nuclear spins interact very weakly with the remaining degrees of freedom of their host material. That is what we actually meant by saying lattice. Okay, so lattice means the remaining degrees of freedom of the surrounding which surrounds these atomic nuclear moments. So there is this exchange of energy between the nuclear spin and the lattice, means other degrees of freedom surrounding it. Like for example, nuclear spin, you have given some energy, it has gone to higher energy. The way it can come back, releasing that energy, releasing energy to the surrounding materials, that means releasing energy to the lattice, if that is very slow because the interaction is very weak. That's what it means. And that technically means that spin-spin relaxation time is much smaller compared to spin lattice relaxation time. So the energy required, typically energy required for time scale required for this energy exchange between spin and lattice is much larger time compared to the spin-spin relaxation time. So energy exchange between spins and one spin to another spin is much faster compared to the spin energy being released to the lattice. That takes much larger time. Then you can almost decouple these two processes, spin-spin transition and energy exchange between spin and lattice. And if that is the case, then for such an isolated spin system with limited number of energy states, a system having negative absolute temperature in principle is possible, and that makes sense. So let me stop here and we'll come to specific example next.